title of this speech is Behind the Ink, Why Sanitation Matters in the Tattoo World by Veda Anderson. One of the most important factors that people often forget or never even think of when they're going to get a tattoo is sanitation. Now, a lot of you may think, oh, this is something I think of, but you don't think of the things that actually go behind this. There are so many things your artist does every day at every appointment that nobody notices. As mentioned in the OSHA guidelines for safe work practices, proper implementation of a bloodborne pathogens exposure control plan, infection control procedures, and standard precautions protect not only the workers from potential exposure, but the clients as well. This is a big deal because both people can be involved in potential exposure. Often, artists start their day at the shop mopping, bleaching, and spraying countertops with antibacterial cleansers. Even our seats and stations, so every day where you sit and where we sit, it's sprayed every appointment. We do this because without proper sanitation in the body art shop, there's a risk of bloodborne diseases, infections, and many other serious health risks. Maintaining a safe environment and following safe procedures helps reduce this risk. There are many different types of infections that you can get from a tattoo artist using unsafe practices. For example, skin infections you can get from a tattoo artist are abscesses and necrotizing fasciitis. These kind of sound gross, right? As well as symptomatic infections like endocarditis and even septic shock, which can send you in the hospital and almost paralyze you even. According to the National Library of Medicine, a study done between 1984 and 2015 showed 67 cases of serious bacterial infections. Many of these infections were caused by mishandled ink bottles and other products within the shop that were mishandled and cross-contaminated between the artist either touching them with their gloves on or off after using products that were on the client. In the study done, they said 2 out of 39 of every colorant was contaminated with aerobic mesophilic bacteria. Many people think that's not very much, right? But every artist has between 20 and 30 bottles of their own ink at every station. So that means every artist that you go to, which there's usually about 6 artists at every shop, has at least 2 infected bottles in this study. That's a lot. In my own experience as an artist in the shop, we do everything in our power to keep each station clean and sanitized between each appointment and during each appointment, so that way neither you or us get contaminated in any way. You can get a serious infection or even something worse called the bloodborne pathogen. Continuous viral pathogens causing lesions to occur on a tattoo include herpes, known as HSV, human papillomavirus, HPV, and molluscum contagiosum, rubella, and vaccina. Many of these that you already get a vaccine for, but there's still a slight possibility that there's a chance you can still get it. Especially in an open wound, think about the likeliness. HPV and the molluscum contagiosum are the most frequently reported within this study. Some of you may have heard of them, others maybe only if you work in healthcare, but they are all extremely detrimental to your health. Some very serious, some minor, others can actually kill you. According to an article posted by the CDC, as required by OSHA regulation, a written exposure control plan is the first step in developing an effective bloodborne pathogen exposure prevention program. No shop in the study had executed any sort of plan, and only 2 shops had written standard operating procedures. In our shop, that is simply unacceptable. We have lists of operations that you need to do and lists of everything that needs to be covered and supplies that you need to be able to have. There's a certain thing that you need to have according to the health department in every state. The art of tattooing involves exposure to physical, chemical, and biological risk factors that parallel procedures of medical professions. This is kind of crazy if you think about it, because if most people that go to a tattoo shop, they're not someone who's likely to be in a medical profession, right? But you have to be able to know all that stuff to be able to do it. Because of this, there are many things the daily tattoo artist does, or at least should be doing, for everyone's safety involved. There are many ways that your artist protects you during your appointment. In order, some basic things your artist should be doing are sterilizing the workplace, wearing proper protective equipment, and properly setting up the machine, having a proper sharps disposal container, and aftercare instructions. Lastly, a post-session cleanup where you redo everything. After taking the time to listen to me, I hope that you will appreciate and understand the time and effort that goes into each and every tattoo. The next time you have an appointment, please take the time to listen and watch. Thank you.
Sorry, my phone interrupted it.
You're good.